operate.
You took what you wanted most in this world. More than coin, pleasure, family.
The title of First Talon.
Ilario had you imprisoned and tortured for a promotion.
Well, the job was to kill you. But this one doesn't waste those with potential.
Yeah, that's not any better.
And Katerina? Did Ilario hire you to kill her?
No.
Ilario used blood magic to control spite. How? He's not a mage.
Our risen god gives many gifts.
Elganon. Ilario's working with Elganon.
Her spirit strong. Haste would be appreciated.
Let her go. We've heard enough.
Well, that was pretty damning.
Ilario has much to answer for.
In blood, if nothing else.
What are you going to do?
Take away everything from him.
She felt it all over. Her attraction to the hero, a powerful but properly contained tingle, nearly exquisite. Properly contained. No, sounds bad. Okay, cut the middle line, much more natural.
What are you working on?
Oh! Rook! I didn't see you. What did you hear?
Enough to get a powerful but properly contained tingle.
That isn't, I mean, I'm not, Oh, you're joking, right?
Most of the time, yeah.
Nev found me more serials. I've read them, all of them, multiple times. And I thought maybe I could try it, writing my own, I mean. Not like Varric Tethris, but my own sort of thing. For me, and people like me. Something to focus on besides Syrian and all of that. And you know, you're also interesting. It helps for inspiration.
You're pretty interesting yourself.
Oh, thank you. I don't know if I've ever seen myself that way.
You're smart and talented, skilled and passionate, and you're kind. I'm pretty happy we met. Reality bubble aside.
That's nice. Really nice. And, well, it raises a question. An important one. Us. I mean, that's the question. Do you want an us? I mean, romantically? Okay, worst possible way to ask that.
It isn't the worst way, and I am interested.
Oh, okay, that's... wow, great. And now I don't know what comes next. I think we're supposed to dance or eat food together? I don't know, lots of options. Deciding is hard, and I've never done this. Not really.
You've never had a romantic relationship?
Well, one, for a little while, with Irulan. But things just kind of kept getting in the way. And it's all a little more limited. When you're out in the middle of nowhere, I mean.
I think we just do whatever feels right in the moment. It's not like there's a guide with rules we might break.
Right. Of course. Improvisation. It's not what I'm used to, but I'm learning. From you. Yeah, so let's just see where this goes. Together.
You seem at home here. Or is it a front? You know something I don't? So much for a straight answer.
Nev, you don't strike me as an animal person. Besides cats, maybe.
Oh, I'm not. Back home, you find a creature bigger than a cat, and it's probably half demonic. Damned if a third of the cats aren't either.
That's nothing like you, is it, Hassan? You might be fluff all the way through. It was a compliment.
Of all the nonsense we've run into, you're what's strange.
Hassan? Really?
There's been a god or two I didn't expect. But bad mages trying to make the world worse, that's not new. I had an uncle who went on about wardens and griffins. Loved the feathered things. They were always the heroes. If we're getting bedtime stories turned real, having griffins in the world again, it's not the one I'd have bet on.
You know you're sweet with him.
Aren't I always?
I walked into that.
Sing your praises and you still want something? I'll find you a treat if you don't tell Davrin. Have we got a deal?
Hey, Hassan. Between you and me, I think I like her. A lot. Yeah.
Listen up. If Davrin finds crumbs, Rook takes the fall.
Falling. On it.
Rook, something's come up. Evka dug around and found us someone who knows more about the Gloomhowler.
Anything useful?
Our new friend wants to talk in person. Figured you'd want to come along for this one.
Well?
They're waiting for something. There's talk of a sacrifice.
Do they mean the clan? They mean the clan, don't they?
Well, the tracks suggest the captives are on the other side of the clearing. You'll have to go through the crowd.
They're gathering to watch people be killed.
It's the Venatori. Spilling blood is their religion.
And we won't let that happen.
We're going to get that close to a crowd of Venatori.
It's quickest. I found you some disguises.
Oh, that doesn't smell good. Oh, it's sticky. Why is it sticky?
Blood. Hopefully. Make sure you split up. You don't want to draw attention.
Nev, I need you with me. You know the Venatori best. And you're probably the only one who can convince them you belong there.
Sad but true.
That will be your entourage.
I'll go with the Veil Jumpers.
We'll try to keep the escape routes clear. Get the Dalish and get out of there. And please, try not to stand out.
And the others?
They'll be close, but it's safer to move in small groups.
I thought I saw someone. In the trees. Strife and the Veil Jumpers.
Good. This rope stinks of Venatori.
We'll wear them as long as we don't have to fight.
They're going to bleed the Dalish deer.
Hala. They're going after Hala.
We can't do anything that'll draw attention to ourselves.
Then heed us. Rook, we don't have to watch this. It won't be pretty.
Exciting times, my friend. They've returned, and the enemies of winter will fall. For the glory!
This whole place makes my skin crawl.
Something's wrong. It feels like blood magic, but stronger.
Is this elf your servant, my lady?
Dumat's teeth. Must I defend my entourage to every low-paid toady out here?
I'm sorry, my lady. I was given instruction to...
Tell someone who gives a damn. Why am I still waiting? Where are the gods? When does the ritual start?
Gods? But only the Lord Elgarnon is here, and he is still preparing.
Useless. Out of my way. It's Elgarnon, not Gillenane like we expected.
That was impressive.
They expect strength and power from someone like me.
A mage.
A human mage. Show them what they expect, and you don't get questions. But as I was saying, Gillenane's not here. It's just Elgarnon.
Shame. We have unfinished business with her.
Next time I see her, she's dead.
Let's focus on the job at hand. Saving the Dalish.
Does anyone else hear that?
Darlen, Garaslasa, Darlen. Dear child, you were born into obscurity. Sorrow etched on your bones. I see you. I feel your pain.
He's making promises. Tempting me.
All I want from you is a blade in your heart.
hundreds of years you have mourned the loss of your dragon gods. From beyond the veil, I heard your lament, and have come to deliver you from desolation. Dragon of night, I break your chains. Hear my voice and rise. I am Elganon, once called Lucicon, and I have returned.
The Archdemon is already fueling him.
Your Tevinter crumbles under its own weight. I can restore it. All you must do is obey me, worship me, love me, and kneel.
I know this magic. It's old and dangerous. It's too strong, I can't break it.
We've got this.
I'm trying to conceal us. He'll know someone broke his hold.
Valara bought us some time, but we have to go. Now.
Venatori, there are uninvited guests among you. Bring them to me.
He's sending the cult after us.
Elgarnon is within my reach.
No. We can't touch him now that his Archdemon's in play. Risk Danish lives.
Promise, don't make it look easy.
Snipers!
Made it through. Rook, that goes to you.
Look there. The Archdemon.
Yeah. So maybe we avoid its attention?
Now there's a nice shot.
I want the interlopers at my feet. Your continued failure is a disappointment to your god.
What happens when they don't give him what he wants? And now Darkspawn.
Of course. Why wouldn't the Venatori bring their new friends on a wall? Run fire!
Not too bad.
Doesn't seem to be yet.
Gillen ain't lost her dragon. Might make Elkanon more cautious. Dalish arrows. Strife and the other Veil Jumpers were here.
That'll take some of the pressure off. We have to use this chance to get to the prisoners.
You, intruder, have defiled my temple and spurned the gifts I offer. You could have had a place of honor as my disciple.
This way. We have to be quick before the Venatori catch up. That way! Through the gate! Damn it! Shut tight, and the locking mechanism is on the other side.
So you're saying we're stuck?
It has to be another way out. Shit.
What do you need us to do?
We're stuck. Gate's shut, and we can't open it from here.
That Venatori headed your way. You take them, we'll hit the gate.
Found them! To me, Venatori! I have our quarry.
How's it looking?
We'll need a minute to figure out how it releases.
Nice shot, Lucanus.
Good one, Rook! Tell me we're close to getting this thing open. There's an entire Venatori army coming for us.
You see Venatori all the time.
There is nowhere to run. Your death is our gift to Elkanon.
Still no luck? Really, are you sure you can open this?
Everyone breathe. Just breathe. Deep breaths.
What's that thing?
Come on. Come on.
Oh, that's good.
Find the Dalish! We'll watch the exits! Good luck!
Your fight is futile. My Venatori are legion. Surrender, and I may yet show mercy.
Wait. This feels off.
What just happened? Where are we?
I'm not sure. Come on! We need to find a path through. We still need to think of the Dalish.
Ah, so that is what you're after. The Elven have been chosen to serve a glorious purpose.
Again?
It's Elganon. He's found us.
And he's got us trapped. The longer we stay here, the more danger we're in.
Shit. There's blight here. It wasn't blight before.
You cannot stand against me. Every action of yours is futile. My power grows even now.
Come on!
You are nothing but an insect. Resist if you like. I have an eternity to spare.
Shit. The Dalish need help, and we're losing precious time going around in circles.
Do we know the Dalish are still alright? What if Elganon sends the Venatori to...
One thing at a time. Let's focus on getting out.
Rook. Can you hear me?
Solus?
Something's wrong.
I thought I just heard Solus.
You are correct. Elganon's magic has thinned the veil, allowing me to speak to you directly.
I heard him again. Tell me one of you heard that.
Heard what? I fear we lack the time for explanation. If you can rescue the elves, Elganon is mine to face.
What do you mean?
Elganon! Lethalin! Ma banal avanuris! Masalin Algalana!
I see what you mean. Let's keep moving. Solus is going to distract Elganon.
Van Harel, you have no power here.
Whoever that is sure got his attention.
As long as it keeps him off us.
So, the Dread Wolf has arrived to defend his pawn.
Your cruelty forced my hand.
100 generations and still the same refrain.
Again, you have caged our people, and again I will set them free.
But you are always stubborn, Fen Harel. Insubordinate, unmanageable, even by Mythal's reckoning.
You have lost the right to speak her name.
Mavalas Ban, Shefgar Fen Harel.
The only reason Bethel joined you was that she knew the monster you would become if left unchecked. She thought to temper your brutish ego. Instead, you betrayed her, murdered her.
Only the first time, Dread Wolf.
Not too bad. We can do this. We have to do this.
Your struggle is pointless, and your faith in the Dread Wolf is misplaced. placed. Give up. Save yourself.
I think this is it. I think we're through.
You should be near where you need to be. With luck, you can still save the elves.
And there. The Dalish.
Break the crystal, let's go!
Stop them! They must not release the Dalish!
The cruelty is nothing new. What has happened to the vaunted brilliant mind of Elganon the Mighty? Blight has left you blunt and slow. A monster, not a mastermind. You used to be a challenging opponent.
You saw me as an opponent. To me, you were an irritation, a fly buzzing ceaselessly.
I must speak to you in this tongue. It seems Elven is beyond your grasp.
As much as freedom is beyond yours.
What? Were you talking to... Sorry, they're very loud.
Ready, Rook!
Catch them!
Well, that's
Kill
done.
them! We cannot
The gods
fail, Lord
demand
Elganon.
more!
Once the Blight is free, it will rule this world, and you will be its attack dog. You will burn this world at its command, as Andrul did at yours, and you will leave only ruin behind you.
This world is ruined already. Your veil destroyed it.
You could heal it. You have the strength to repair the damage without using the Blight.
Save your games for the mortals, Dread Wolf. The Blight is my blade, and it will take more than your tricks to get me to lay it down.
Made it through that one.
You saved us!
Time to get out of here.
I can guide you to one of my old hideouts. You can use it to make your escape. The wards still in place there will shield you all from Elganon's sight.
Solus, thank you. Let's go! Let's go! Run! Run!
It's tough being a Venatori. It was their duty to secure the sacrifices. It was their duty to ensure the ritual went perfectly. But despite all their efforts, Elganon was disappointed. The cult would do anything to please their gods. The cult would give anything to atone. Anything. It really is tough being a Venatori.
We'd lost all hope, and then...
And then you swooped in out of nowhere to save us.
He would have killed us to feed his dragon.
Indeed. Masaranas, Lethalin.
It was a team effort.
It often is. Some fights can't be won alone. Celebrate the victories as they come. They're rare enough.
And tomorrow, we'll have to deal with another archdemon.
And it will have regained its strength. Elganon sacrificed his own Venatori to it. A punishment for their failures. The Venatori who escaped scurried back to Deventer, If the Venatori move again, the Shadow Dragons will hear about it first. The Veil Jumpers will fight our own battles against the gods. Any help you can offer would be appreciated.
Might be a good time to see what Solus thinks of all this.
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. I do not know how you have found your dealings with the Dalish. Whatever my frustrations with them, it was a privilege to be able to help our people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
You and Elganon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I've found most objectionable. You have met him now, heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind, and you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
The way the two of you argued, it didn't feel like enemies. It felt like family.
How so?
Family knows you better than anyone, and that can be good or bad.
I had not thought of it that way. But yes, we had centuries to stoke the fires of our hatred. I saw his rise to tyranny coming, and could not stop it. And he saw me disrupt his plans for dominion time and time again.
All right. I can see how you and Elganon would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember Elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
Like the terrible trickster Fen-Harel who sealed away the gods.
There was truth to their stories. My rebellion had indeed disrupted the lives of those who had been comfortable. And when I created the Veil, I destroyed an empire. Their judgments were fair, if clouded. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fen-Harel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And every mage knows that what we see in the Fade might not be literally true.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elganon, though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
We would have had a hard time getting out of there without your help.
I did not spend this long preparing you only to lose you to Elganon's machinations. No, I am sorry. That was poorly said. You have earned better from me.
Okay.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
I appreciate you saying that. Couldn't have been easy.
The only thing worse than being wrong is realizing it, but being afraid to change. Elganon's pride is no greater than mine, but he denies any failure on his part, and I at least try to acknowledge my mistakes. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. It took me centuries to build such a bond during my rebellion, and when I served the Inquisition, I tried to avoid entanglements.
What about the Inquisitor? Does he not count as a friend?
He does. One of several I grew fond of despite myself when I was with the Inquisition. There was also Cole, a spirit of compassion I helped adapt to our world. He was the only one who knew who I really was. I miss him a great deal. Josephine, the Inquisition's ambassador, was a bastion of kindness and decency in a world that looked down on elves and apostates. Even Cassandra Pendergast of the Order of the Seekers. She was what a believer should be. Faithful, practical, committed to serving, not ruling. I suppose I did bond with the Inquisition after all, as you have with your team.
Thank you for sharing that. So what comes next? What are the gods going to do?
Elganon and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganon's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So now Elganon's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elganon's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens, and it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
Okay. We always knew this was going to be hard, right? And yeah, maybe it's a little harder now. More than a little. But either we stop this, or all of Thedas falls. So we see it through. All the way. Because no one else is going to.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
Did the Veil Jumpers find any traces of where Elganon and his archdemon went?
No. Venatori started swarming the area right after we left, and they had to leave.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And several storehouses worth of food, what little we had left. It's enough to feed the Antam Navy for 3 months. Or all of Treviso for 6 weeks.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
We've got options for what we do next. Figuring out where the Arntam are taking those supplies should put us on the God's trail. That said, the Venatori aren't up to anything good in Rathus.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything he's been doing in the south, we owe him an update.
I'll let him know.
Keep your weapons ready. We don't know when the gods will show themselves again. Be prepared for anything. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
I don't understand why you're bringing so many books.
Well, I don't see what your objections are to my taking a canopy.
We're only going for 2 days.
You've hardly brought more than a flask and a bedroll.
Sorry, how many books are you packing for whatever this is, Emmerich?
Only a handful. Nothing irreplaceable, of course.
8. When will you have time to read 8 books? Emmerich wants to see more of Ferelden, so we're going camping. But he's treating it like we're going to an academic thing.
An expedition can have its earthly comforts.
You want to bring a shaving kit in the woods.
My dear Harding, a gentleman is never without a brush and a razor.
The whole point of going to the wilds is to get away from all that. So what if you get muddy and smell a little bad?
One can enjoy the scenery while remembering to bathe.
Harding, does it really matter if Emmerich brings 8 books?
9, actually.
And Emmerich? So what if Harding is fine sleeping on dirt?
Not all the time. Okay, Rook, I know. This trip's supposed to be fun.
I really have looked forward to you showing me more of your home, Harding.
Me too. Oh, and I'll make us sandwiches.
Ah, your famous ham and jam slam?
Well, yam and jam slam because you don't eat meat. So I'll use yams.
How thoughtful. Thank you, Harding.
I got a letter from Maevaris. She asked how you were doing after your talk.
Good. Yeah. Tell her I'm good.
She's around if you want to talk more.
Maybe. Yeah.
Tell me about Anaris.
He is the light, the hope of Elvenan, the bringer of...
Tell me about the war against the Evenuris.
Even now, the armies of Anaris wage a glorious war against the...
Tell me about the armies.
The chosen of Elvenan, made pure and stripped of their want to serve the great Anaris.
So demons. He made an army of demons. Damn it, Syrian. What have you done? Oh, Rook.
What are you hoping to find out from the archive?
About Anaris? What would make Syrian work with him? But everything I found out, it just makes it worse. And now Syrian wants to meet, to explain himself.
He's turning people into demons. Our people. Nothing he could say will make that all right.
Damn it, Rook. I know. Talking to him again, knowing what I know, it's hard. Beyond hard. And that's if this isn't all a big trap.
Listen to your gut. Would he really try to lure you into a trap?
I would have said no before all of this. The Syrian I know cared, loved his people more than anything. He kept me grounded, focused, made sure I was okay. And I took care of him, protected him because I loved my little brother and I owed him. But what he is now, who he is now, I don't know. I'd hoped the archive would make it easy, tell me it was a misunderstanding. But Inaris is evil, full stop. And if my brother's working with him,
I know this is hard for you, but you know we have to stop them, right?
I know, I get it. He's my brother, though. The day he died, or I thought he died, it was the worst day of my life. I don't know if I can do that again.
So what are you going to do?
Meet with him.
Are you okay with that?
No, but I need to talk to him, convince him he's wrong.
And if that doesn't work?
Will you come with me?
Of course.
Thanks, Rook. Really. Just tell me when you're ready.
Oh, great. Is it your turn to cook? What's all this gonna be?
Paella. Well, 2 of them. One without seafood for Emmerich.
So, you're making dinner for the team? Twice?
Everyone has to eat.
Yes, but you make fancy dishes with names. I cook whatever I find in the pantry and hope no one dies.
Cooking is just a hobby. Sometimes it's good to do something that isn't work. I've never really faced any problem too big to solve. Now there's Spine, the gods, Treviso. It's hard to ever feel you're doing enough. But here, now, I have people I can care for. Something as small as providing a treat feels big enough to matter.
Okay, that's enough. Quiet now. Fine. Who wants a treat?
I didn't know Manfred could eat.
Not sure if he knows either, but it worked.
Let's see what he does with it.
Yeah, if I had a treat. That was just a little white lie to quell the riot.
Are you sure it's little to them? Now you've done it. Manfred won't be denied.
Come on, guys, give me a break. Rook?
Guys, Davrin's really tired. Trying to fight archdemons. And evil gods. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Sorry.
Wait, you can't just leave me with the...
Good luck with that.
Ballora, you came. I am surprised.
I almost didn't. With everything that happened, I didn't want to. But you're my brother. Still. Even with all of that. Did you come? Alone?
Yes. Though you didn't.
Not after what happened to Hamuel. To Yanarl. The others.
The ritual should have granted them purity. Strength. That it did not. That is my failure. I was not worthy. I will do better. I must do better. For Inaris. For our people.
Inaris is building an army, Syrian. The ritual worked exactly like you wanted it to.
No. Inaris would never do that. He wants what's best for our people. It was my failure, and my failure alone.
He's a warlord. That's all he is, all he ever was.
So said the Ebenuris. But the victors write the histories. He fought to make our people great. And the Ebenuris fought to keep them in fetters. He showed me the world as it once was, as it could be again.
He turned elves into demons, and you think he's the good guy here.
That's why he wants you wearing it. That mask. He's influencing you, poisoning your thoughts.
My thoughts remain my own, Ballora. Why can you not accept that I chose this willingly? Through this mask, I feel what he feels. When he thinks of our people rising once more, have you ever felt the warmth of a god's happiness or the cold bite of their fear?
What is it he's afraid of then?
I'm not sure, but it haunts him, consumes his thoughts. I must help him. Help us to face whatever it is.
So he hasn't told you what it is he's afraid of?
No, but no doubt he keeps it from me for good reason.
He's playing you for a fool.
Syrian, I know you. You don't want to do this. You were my anchor, Syrian. You kept me grounded. When my thoughts